Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for your key to the week, you had the Hermit card, right? And what I've talked about a lot with this Hermit card is when you withdraw from the world, when you take yourself out of the picture or out of the equation, or you pull yourself back, you very often get a different perspective. And sometimes to get that alternative perspective, or even to gain the kind of wisdom that you need that's going to help you push forward, you have to withdraw, you have to take yourself out. You know, sometimes if you want people to notice you, you have to let them notice your notice your absence, right? Sometimes if you pull yourself out of a place, out of an arena, out of a relationship, that's when people start to notice what you were, who you were in that situation or to them. Now, this isn't say, it's kind of like, you know, the absence makes the heart grow fonder. I think sometimes when you pull yourself out of any situation, it allows people to see just who you are and just where it is that you fit into their lives. And I'm not saying to do this as a punishment, you know, because don't forget the Hermit card is ruled by Virgo. So this talks about service as well. And sometimes you have to think about the service that you're giving to the world. How is that being rewarded? How is it being given back to you in some way, shape or form? And that's not from a transactional point of view. It's actually supposed to highlight to you where it is that you are giving, where it is that maybe you give too much, where it is that maybe you're taken for granted. This is a week where you're going to have to really pull back, and I think by doing so you're going to really highlight to everybody, whether this is personal, professional, platonic. I think you're going to highlight to everybody, this is what I bring to the table, this is what I consistently offer. All right, for your actions and options this week, you have the Four of Pentacles, so you're very much all about your money, about your finances. This could also highlight to you as well where whether this is familial, whether it's a friend, you know, where it is that you always foot the bill, where it is that you always are the one, you know, first reaching for your wallet, where is it that you're the first one to stand and be counted for somebody else when it comes to finances, money, materials, all of those things. And it could highlight to you this week, you might think to yourself, you know what, no, I'm always putting my hand in my pocket. This week, if we're going out, or this month, if you know, if we're going to be friends, it's time for this to be like an equal sort of participation. When it comes to money, when it comes to finances, when it comes to materials, this is in your actions. So you are very focused on your financial and your material goals at this moment in time. And sometimes in order to do that or to meet that, you have to pull your financial support out of somebody else's basket, if that kind of makes sense. All right. For your communications and conversations, you have the Nine of Wands. So this week, it does look like you are being very vocal. You know, whereas usually, like, you guys tend to just kind of, you'll ride it out and then you'll say something at a later date. Whereas this week, it's almost like you're not letting it store up. There's not any build up. You know, usually Scorpio will let it build and build and build, and then they'll kind of let you have it all. Whereas this week, I don't feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're going to be very vocal about what you want, about what you need, about what you're noticing, about how you're treated, about how people respond to you, about how people respect you. When it comes to your communications and conversations this week, it looks like you could be highlighting, you know what, hang on a sec, I show up, I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. And it's not like you're listing this because you want people to say like, oh, you know, poor you, or you know, it's not about that. It's about you kind of saying, no, you know what, I go above and beyond to help you, I go above and beyond to support you, and I feel like I'm not even getting any respect in response to that at this moment in time. No thank you. The other thing is with the Nine of Wands, this is kind of like that almost there card, right? You know, it's like you're almost ready or you're almost done. When it comes to your finances, it looks like you've made some really good strides, but you haven't quite hit the place or the space that you really want to be in just yet. So hold on, all right? Yeah, definitely a week for you to speak your truth. For your money and materials, you've got the Page of Wands, right? As I said, this is a very financial week for you. It does look like there's a lot going on when it comes to your money, when it comes to your materials, when it comes to your finances. It looks like you're getting very creative as well about how you can make more money, or certainly you're about to use some of your ideas and skills in very sort of active ways. This is about you getting really clear on how you can help people and how you can make money from helping people. This is really interesting for me. I mean, the Page of Wands with the Nine of Wands, that could be some sort of coaching or counseling or you know, professional support or consultancy even that you're doing, which is really nice. But it does center around people that are having a hard time, people that aren't necessarily in the best of spaces. It's a really interesting energy. It looks like, you know, a lot of your personal ideas are about to start coming to the fore, and I think a lot of this is very focused on your personal finances. It's kind of like, you know what, I want to make more money, I've got these goals, how am I going to do that? How do I bridge the gap? For your physical health actually looks good this week. I don't see any issues with it. It does look like this week you are probably going to want to pay attention to things like cholesterol. You know, I'm sure mine is awful, so I'm not sitting here preaching, but just something for you to think about. So maybe then the diet. Also, for, because you've got the Nine of Wands, I mean, the Judgment card and the Temperance card aren't here, so I can't really say. If it were those, it would be other things that would come through, but no. Okay, cool. For your home and environment, it looks like you're really doing a lot around to spruce the place up, which is really nice. So you might go for a change of a color scheme this week. Whatever you're doing this week to the home, it's all about brightening it, making it lighter, making it more not even more inviting, but just more lively. Do you know what I mean? To bring more colour and vibrancy to the place. And then for your love and relations, you've got the Two of Wands. This is a great week for love. And I think that real sort of outspoken, upfront, this is what you get, this is what you know, what you see is what you get kind of energy is going to win you more favour with potential love interests this week. Your Two of Wands kind of says that you're ready for an adventure when it comes to love. So for those of you that are single, this, you know, I mean, certainly coupled with the Page of Wands, this could be a very sensual, sexy week. It could be a very flirtatious week, a very fun week. Definitely getting a lot of that energy. And it could be as well, either with somebody that is, there's two ways that this could go. This could be somebody that maybe wears a uniform of some sort. That's one aspect of this. The other way that this could go is somebody that is very mature. You know, they could be mature for their years, but the chances are it will be somebody older. And what I like about the Two of Wands as well is it's that kind of, it's just a very adventurous kind of fun and very even affluent sort of energy. For those of you that are partnered, lots more fun, lots more enjoyment this week. I actually feel like it's going to be a lighter energy in terms of that, but it does look like on a professional, on a personal, or even a platonic level, this is going to be a very not a challenging week, but it is going to be a week where you're definitely cleaning house. Do you know what I mean? Like you're doing a lot of cleanup this week, you know, across the sectors of your life. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.